It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Kyle Bradish.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Ball one there.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
And a ball evens the count.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Now it's Marcus Semien. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Mullins snags it for the second out. Let's check out their lineup for this must-win contest. It's singing their production in the postseason has been underwhelming.
It's usually not great to have your whole team below the Mendoza line, Boog. These bats have been ice cold, and if they don't want their season to end in disappointment, they're going to need to make some noise in this ball game.
2 down, bases empty. Up next for the Rangers, Corey Seager. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that is out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Out towards left center, O'Neill. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here in Baltimore, and on the mound for Texas in this one, Tyler Mahle. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside, ball one.
And that's a little high.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
That's in there. And that is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, caught. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Here's Tyler O'Neill. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. 1 out, base is empty. There's the strike. And that one is in for a strike. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
That is good. That's your spot.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson. Henderson went off for 2 homers in his last game. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. And that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Ahmed Rosario in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And the right-hander deals. Just missed.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Splits the plate, 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Friedel brings it in, and that is that. Solo shot, and the O's draw first blood. It's an early 1-0 lead. Third game of the division series. Here's Josh Young. Bradish back to work. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And right back to the mound. Leadoff man retired here in the second. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Just missed.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strike.
In for a strike, now 3-1. On the ground to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And that
Ball 2.
misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're level. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
That one misses. Ball 3. Bradish maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Josh Smith in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a...
They take the force out. That's out number 3. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. This is the American League Division Series on the show. We head to the bottom of the second and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Upstairs, and it's 2-1.
Hey, 2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Cedric Mullins now at the plate. That one inside, and it's 1-0. That's a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. Inside, just missed. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that quickly 2 away. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit. Westburg matched a homer in his last game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tied up here in the early going. That misses. Ball 2. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Langford right there to make the grab. And that ends the inning. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. Friedl measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. This to third, and he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
First and second, no outs. Next up for Texas, Marcus Semien. There's a strike. And there's a ball.
1-1.
First and second, no outs here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that is a big first out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Seager stands in now. Fly to left his first time. And that one missing low.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Friedel at second. Langford over at first with one away. That's in there. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, that's 1. Over to first, that's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Inside, just missed. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you...
Runner on the go. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go again. Bunt attempt misses. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Ground ball left side. Fires to first. Yeah, they get the out. So 2 down now, and here is Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Orioles held in check there. Still tied 1-1. On to the 4th. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter now, Jake Berger. Grounded out his first time. And that one is inside ball 1. The 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Kyle Higashioka digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Fair ball. Throw into third. He's in there.
He's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Adolis Garcia will hit next. He reached out a walk his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 1 out.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
2 on, 1 out. And now the DH, Josh Smith. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses. 3-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is in for a strike. Higashioka over at second. Garcia at first. 1 gone. Line drive. Down the line, and it's foul. To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. There comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score, and they take a 2-run lead.
That's 3 singles in a row. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Friedel getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Mountcastle over to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rangers 3 and the Orioles 1. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Now fly ball to right center. Garcia settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
batting, a shortstop.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered here in this one. That's hard hit on the line. Full extension makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the plays because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Rosario takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
That's ball 3.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And there's ball 4.
Take the base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Two outs and one in scoring position.
Ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
1-1 now. Cut on and lifted in the air. Friedel sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over. And the Orioles leave one. And they still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bradish back to work.
Nope.
That misses the zone, and that
Ball
is
1,
ball
no strike.
1. And a slider misses down and away.
2 balls, no strike.
And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Simeon stands in now, looks at that one inside. Bradish winds and deals. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Langford aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering way off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's Corey Seager, 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Man at first, one away. That's ripped. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
First and second, one out. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Gets the call. That's strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. And it's even up. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Stretches out and hauls it in. Next to hit, Jake Berger. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Well done, drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the power hitting catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. He caught it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Third game of the division series. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Orioles just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Popped up. Seager makes the catch. And there's 1 away. At the plate, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Mountcastle stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a slider in the outside corner for a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Langford hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in Baltimore, top of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Garcia, a former. Coming on for the Orioles, Tyler Wells.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And the 0-2. Popped up. Mateo. He's got it. There's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
TJ Friedel stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that one fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. Mateo slings to first. Rangers go down in order. Offense held in check there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rangers 4 and the Orioles 1. Well, we go bottom 6. Jorge Mateo now. Just off the inside edge. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Jacob Webb getting ready to go. Wynn, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Tyler Mahle gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now,
A new arm into the game, the righty, Sean Armstrong.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Pitch is in there, and that's strike one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great grab on the dive. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
One gone, runner at first. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. And there's the strike. Rutschman leads off first with one away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. One left for the Orioles, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. There's a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
That's off the mark. The count now 2-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Simeon, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And now it's even up. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Hard on the ground to first. Mountcastle takes it himself, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Corey Seager, 1 for 3. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Throwing the ball well, and they need the scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rangers 4 and the Orioles 1. New pitcher on here, Jacob Webb.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one the other way. Simeon toss over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Popped up. Young. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Cedric.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Garcia makes the grab, and that is that. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Wells back to work. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. And a breaking ball misses outside. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Berger, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 3. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And here is Kyle Higashioka. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Clips the corner. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. That's off the mark. 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Robert Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Wynn getting loose as well. The 1-0. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's towards center. Friedel sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
First baseman, number 6.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. He is singled and he is flied to left. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The Orioles trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air out towards right center. It gets down a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, safe at second.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jacob Webb will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Cole Wynn.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 60, Cole Wynn.
One out, runner at second. And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
late on that fastball.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt. Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Langford makes the play, and that'll do it. And the Orioles leave one, and they trail it 4-1. Back here in Baltimore, and now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Swing and a foul straight back. Tapped up the first base side, and it goes just foul. That one just misses.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Friedel stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Two outs. Ripped to short. Zips it across. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rangers 4 and the Orioles 1. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Robert Garcia.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Yeah, the batter now, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Hard hit left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Man at first, nobody out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. That drops in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
High fly ball out towards left center. Langford makes the grab. One away.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Rosario.
He's 2 outs away. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. Runner on the move. Hey! Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. O'Neill, the runner at second with 1 away. That one ripped. Makes the grab for the second out.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
So they're down to their final out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And this one looks like trouble. Here comes O'Neill, and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And now Cedric Mullins. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double as a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Robert Garcia done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Now on the bump, Bobby Milner.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
With the tying run and scoring position in the bottom of the 9th, Westburg now at the plate, trying to deliver as the hero. That one down the line, Young. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers strand the tying run on base to win it.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.